Y en algún momento me he quedado sin micro, qué bien. Pero bueno, no pasa nada. Ahora ha sido culpa de esto. Sí.
Guess not all of Vesemir's teachings have receded into oblivion.
A witcher can forget to eat, to drink, to breathe even. But a witcher never ever forgets to care for his blade.
Bueno, o sea que le hizo caso a Vesemir.
Yeah, I used to repeat that incessantly. Never tired of doing it either.
What creature was it?
Huh? Creature?
One that gave you the scar over your left eye. It's new. I don't remember it.
Souvenir from the cockatrice of Spala. Another addition to the collection. Nothing special.
Una gallotriz. Está feo eso.
Yours has healed beautifully, though.
Avalach. He prepared some special ointments for me. But that was before the curse gripped him.
Pues lo hemos salvado, estaba a punto de morir.
We lifted the curse. He's at Kaer Morhen, waiting for you.
Are you serious? You must be. You'd not jest about something like that.
Pues sí, pues no va a bromear. No le veo a Geralt ahí muy bromista, muy sarcástico.
You trust him?
Avalach? He's not let me down to date. Not once.
Qué raro. ¿Cómo empezó tu viaje con Avalach?
How do you ever start traveling with Avalach?
As soon as I'd left you and Yen on the Isle of Avalon, I found myself pursued. Eredin and his Red Riders were on my
Estos de
heels.
Eredin, me cago en... Es que muchos ni los conozco, entonces...
Many times. They came very close to catching me once. It was then that Avalach appeared, out of nowhere.
Buah, a ver si este un cabrón está confabulado con nosotros.
And took us to a world where Eredin couldn't find us for, perhaps half a year.
Medio año, ojo. Porque les encontró después de medio año.
I thought the hunt had lost my scent for good. I thought I was safe. Besides, I wanted to find you. You and Yennefer.
Qué bonito.
You were looking for us. We were looking for you. Times I thought you were just a step away. Other times, felt like I was going around in circles.
I'm not surprised. There were times I fled pell-mell head first and forward.
Sí, has andado de un lado para otro. A ver, vamos a decirle.
So tell me how it
Que nos
happened,
cuente todo.
step by step.
Eredin located us mere moments after we landed on SkHaitzwalker. Soon after, he and his riders surrounded us.
Eredin, supongo que será el de la cacería salvaje, el malo, el jefe.
Turned out Eredin had other plans. He produced the phylactery, uncorked it. A fog enveloped us, and Avalach began gasping for air.
Pobre Avalach.
That's how Eredin cursed Avalach, triggered his transformation into Uma?
Pues sí.
Yes. He didn't wish to kill him. Humiliation, that's what he was after.
Joder, el Avalach, loquísimo, ¿eh?
He cast a spell that wrought havoc in the hunt's ranks.
And a full half of a forest on SkHaitzwalker.
Yet it also gave us time to flee. Avalach opened a portal. I leapt in. He was supposed to follow right behind me, but
hombre, es que con la maldición esa mucho no se podría mover.
Impaired by the curse, he failed to reach the portal in time. We had agreed that if anything went wrong and we were separated, we would meet at his hideout in Velen.
Pero no estaba tampoco.
But you failed to meet there.
Yes, we failed to. Once through the portal, instead of at Avalach's
General
hideout,
de Jorabada.
I
Pues no
landed
me
right in
acuerdo
the
dónde
middle
está
of
eso.
Crookback Bog. I barely
Interesante.
escaped the crones. And
Moiras.
then there was the Baron. You know, he took me hunting. I killed a wild boar with my sword.
I heard.
Pero ya no está
A
el varón.
coincidence, really. I had no desire to hunt that day, but it felt wrong to refuse. I'd taken nothing remotely resembling a hunting weapon. I simply hadn't intended to hunt. I was wandering through the forest, breathing deep the air.
Ahora de los lobos y esto.
I heard a strange sound. Unsettling.
Boar attacked you?
Mm-hmm. Big as a bison, and lumbering straight at me.
Como un cerdo de
And all
los
I
de
had was my
Orgrima.
sword. Had to manage.
Did just fine, judging by how the Baron's men remember it.
Pues sí.
Simple
Buen
soldiers,
recuerdo
the
tienen
whole
los
lot.
hombres de varón.
But we got along splendidly. A shame I had to leave. Flee. But
Sí, te llevas
didn't
bien,
want to
pero
bring the
ya
world
estaba ahí,
down.
tiene unas pintas que telita.
Apart from which, I knew by then the curse was progressing. So instead of looking for Avalach, I decided to find you and Yen.
Joder, pues fuiste muy mal.
So how do you even meet a man like Horson
Claro,
Jr.?
pues estuvo con Jaskier y todo.
You and Yennefer were nowhere to be found, and I needed someone who could fix the phylactery. No ordinary craftsman would do. I needed a mage, one with extraordinary powers.
¿Y?
Dandelion took it upon himself to help me.
Puto Jaskier.
It was as if his honor depended on it. He arranged a meeting with a mage.
Puto Jaskier, siempre liándolas,
set by the temple guard.
Failed to mention that.
Probably didn't want to worry you. Later, we learned the guard did that sort of thing regularly, in the hope of nabbing anyone who collaborated with mages.
Pues sí, hombre. Si ahí querían matar a todos los magos y todo, no era la mejor idea tal vez.
Then Dandelion said he knew a man who owned a piece of Novigrad, as he put it, could do more than others.
Y así acabó con el tonto ese.
Horson Jr.
Pero a ese ya le he dado yo lo que merecía. Al final te traicionó y yo le corté la cabeza.
Damned simpleton got it in his head that we cheated him and kidnapped Dudu.
Dudu.
Who you promptly freed only to have to flee to Temple Isle. Great idea.
We hadn't planned it. Had no time to consider. We just bolted. I didn't even realize the guardsmen were driving me into a trap. Suddenly there I was, and I knew I had to disappear.
Y fuiste a...
SkHaitzwalker.
The shore of
Pues sí.
The first pleasant place that came to mind. Hjalmar and I used to swim there.
Wait, so you actually wound up there by accident? I thought you and Avalok had
Claro, Avalok tenía la maldición, pero no era Uma todavía.
Simply sensed me use my power. Just as Eredin can sense where I am, where I travel.
O sea que ahora te está detectando.
In fact, Eredin arrived soon after I did. His riders in tow.
O sea que no te da
Once again,
paz.
things happened quickly. Lofoten, the hunt's attack, my flight, and then dreams.
Vamos, entiendo que Avalok ahí todavía no era Uma.
What did you dream?
El fin del mundo.
I've had nothing but nightmares lately. Pretty horrible.
Likewise, for the most part. In one, a monster grown from a stillborn child chased you. Ugh, that was horrible. I had a few nice dreams. For example, in one we sat around a fire,
o sea que hay dos, hay distintos finales. O palmamos o lo celebramos.
Me too. But these dreams, and the others, ended in some tower. No matter what I dream, in the end, I would enter a tower.
A una torre. ¿Y qué pasaba en la torre? ¿Qué era esa torre?
Not sure. I don't think so. But there was something familiar about it.
A ver, ¿qué tenía?
And something terrifying. The tower was stark and dead. But at the same time, I felt I had to enter it.
Did you?
No. Dreams all ended with me searching for the entrance.
¿Qué será? ¿Qué significará eso?
Instead of the tower, I saw your grizzled face.
Está viejito el Geralt ya.
Scar over your eye, I'd have thought I was still dreaming.
Bueno, mira, le ha servido al menos para saber que no estaba soñando.
Found some dwarves here. Said they'd try to wake you, but you were cold as ice and you weren't breathing.
Por el hechizo de Avalok será.
And yet you came in.
Who listens to dwarves these days? Speaking of which, they're probably getting antsy. We should go. Got a boat on the beach. Once we land, we'll head for Kaer Morhen on horseback.
Joder, si tenemos que ir en mi mega barco.
Conventional means of travel. They're just better. Though a portal would be quicker.
Sí, y quién abre portales. Pues sí, sí. Si la puede arrastrar porque solo usa el poder, pues mejor no usar los poderes. Pero por lo que han dicho, en cuanto saliera de ahí, la detectaría. Se habrán ido los enanos con el barco. Y es que putos enanos, tío. Oh, oh. La cacería ya está aquí. Pedazo barco, tú.
Get us out of here.
They'll know where we've gone. They'll know how to find me.
They already do. Ciri, take us home.
Vale, supongo que iremos a caer, ¿no? Tiene el teleport de Goku. O la piedra de hogar, no sé lo que tendrá. Algo más. Logro desbloqueado. Basmir. Le van a asustar a los caballos al pobre. Chium. Ahora van a aparecer ahí, van a caer en algún sitio, estoy segurísimo. Mira, Jen está nerviosa.
Whoa, now. There. So, what the?
Ahí está, transmisión instantánea completado. ¡Oh, oh, oh! Estoy en casa. Jen. Mira, Jen está ahí detrás. Mira, Bessemer también le hace ilusión, porque me ha dicho que quería buscar a Geralt y Jen.
Welcome back, child.
Ciri!
Mira, no la he visto tan contenta nunca a Jen.
My, you've grown beautiful.
Todos happy.
No point standing around. Come on, time to greet the others.
A ver,
You've
todos
not
los que
changed a
están.
bit. Any of you.
Bueno,
All
están
just
más
like I
viejitos, has
remembered.
dicho, Bueno, Jen probablemente no. Usará hechizos. Ahora, tú no.
What?
Mira, Tris. Es la ha dolido, Le ha dolido.
They're all here. Everyone you asked for help. Avalak's
Avalak.
resting in the tower, still in pretty bad shape.
Pobre.
No reason to do it out here. Come inside.
Bueno, pues supongo que lo siguiente será la gran batalla. Me alegro, hay que ser.
Damn, it's good to see you again.
Maybe I'll give you two a moment.
Tris, please.
No, you must have missed each other terribly. A minute's delay won't hurt anyone.
Vamos.
No, we should get going. They're waiting for us.
No es momento ahora para esto.
Yeah, you know the wild hunt better than anyone else. Tell us about the magic that wonders.
The navigators open portals, rifts that we might contact.
Con dimerita. Bueno, yo tengo un par de bombas de dimerita.
They also summon the frost that occupies the voids through which they travel.
Sí, sí, hacen cosas malas.
Enough of us. It'll be a hard fight.
Pues igual morimos todos. Yay.
Bring all your tools with you?
Sí,
Thought to
parece que ha
myself,
traído
a
todo.
battle approaches. Blades will need honing. Plate will need some hammering. That sort of
Y este
thing.
no lleva armadura, tendría que ponerse una
Right.
armadura guapísima.
Thanks, Sultan.
Plan to top that by brewing some more Mahakam and mix. Shite so volatile you need but glance at it to set it off like a
Me
flippin'
parece muy bien.
fart.
Que ardan.
Very useful during sieges.
A ver,
Willing to craft something for me?
Of course. Provided you've a diagram.
bueno, a ver si... Hombre, pues... Cosas muy simples y malas tienes, Aquí no hay nivel, Aquí no hay nivel. Todo lo equipado, sí. Tienda. Oh, tiene tienda. Pues... Cosas que no voy a usar, pues las voy a vender. Es que esto no voy a llegar a este paso. Estos no... Para lo que me mejoran no me los voy a cambiar. Y estas tampoco. No me merece la pena llevar todo eso. Perfecto. Vale, no quiero pelear porque me voy a tener que ir enseguida. Así que como mucho quiero ver a los demás que han venido. Ah, mira, Armiño, aquí está. Palanda. Bueno, algún hechizo ha lanzado. Parece veneno. Bueno, pues parece que la gente ha venido aquí. Mira el hambre. Mira, este parece majo por primera vez en todo lo que llevamos de juego. Eskel también, preparándose. Sí, se vienen momentos malos, Va a ser duro. Hola, Jen, te adelanto. Y vamos a ver quiénes más me quedan. Dijkstra, Roche... el hermano de Ceris. Que le jodan. Por cabrón, no me acuerdo. Jamla. Algo así. Algo así se llama. No quiero empezar la batalla, Aunque creo que por entrar. Creo que me dejará guardar aquí, ¿no? ¿O no? O ya van a hablar sobre todo. ¿Han reparado esto? Pero a lo cutre.
Thank you for coming.
Bueno, buena
The
charla.
wild hunt will be here soon. They're coming for Ciri. Want to take her. We'll stop them.
How do you even know the hunt will show?
They always know where I
No
teleport.
están ni Dijkstra
and
ni
they move
Roche.
from place to place in an instant.
So what's our plan?
Todos tenemos un papel que
There aren't many of us, but I'd trust any of you with my life. Work together and we'll defeat the hunt.
Hostia, mucho decir eso,
When they attack, Yen will dome the fortress with a magic shield. Hunt will be forced to land outside the walls.
If they're dispersed out in the woods, we could hunt down small groups of riders.
Got our first volunteer for the hunting party. I'm the second.
The hunt will try to penetrate into the fortress through navigator portals. I can do nothing against this kind of magic, so you'll need to find and close as many as you can while hunting in the woods.
Joder,
Lambert
va a
will
ser
make us
difícil.
dimeridium bombs. Remember the formula?
Por supuesto que se acuerda.
Excellent.
Hostia,
Erdem
Lambert
should work on the
colaborando.
portals as well. I shall also give you each an amulet. Snap them in half and you'll become invisible, at least while you remain still or move slowly. Move abruptly, engage any foes, clash with them, and they will see you.
Va a ser
Apart from
jodido.
that, they will be able to hear you and smell you. If you come across a large unit, do not attack. Signal
Tris,
Tris
¿cómo
and she
nos va a
will
dar
provide
apoyo?
support.
I'll look for your signal. Soon as I see it, I'll rain fire on the forest.
Perfecto, Tris.
Remember, there's only a few of us. We have to help each other, work together. If anything goes wrong and the hunt puts us on the defensive, we pull back, make a stand at the gates of the fortress. The inner courtyard is our last line of defense. If we don't stop them there, we're doomed.
¿Y no han venido el Dijkstra y el otro?
Ciri's most important in all of this. The hunt's after her, and we have to defend her at all costs.
What do I do?
Stay inside the keep. If they break through, come inside. We'll all converge to help you.
Out of the question. I can look after myself.
Buf, pero va a estar
I
jodido, van a ir
won't
todos a
doubt
por ti.
that, child. But remember the most important moment when hunting a monster?
Wait for an opportunity.
After the
Exacto.
council, I'll give you an
Espera tu
amulet.
oportunidad.
If you use it, a ball of fire will land where you're standing, just in case.
Vale. Pues sigamos.
What else do we have that we can use?
I brought this Mahakaman mix. Flammable as bone-dry saltpeter and ploughing sticks to anything. We fill some barrels, stack them in a narrow passage, and fire them up at an opportune moment.
You know, we stand on a vast deposit of gas.
Boom. Pues va a hacer boom
If
todo.
need be, I could open cracks in the earth, create explosions.
Bueno, te he visto crear
I
ya
would
una
need to
grieta,
repair, though.
There's the laboratory and the workshop.
One thing to remember, we've got limited resources and even less time. We ought to decide what kind of weaponry will be most useful against the hunt.
Absolutely. We need to assign one type of weaponry each to the lab and workshop.
Bueno, pues asignar lo que corresponda. ¿Qué nos puede ofrecer el laboratorio? A
Who
ver.
needs access to the lab?
I started brewing some potions. Like to finish if you don't
Pues
mind.
termínalas.
I could prepare more of those Witcher's traps, but I'd need all the lab equipment.
¿Y qué le digo? Trampas mejor.
There aren't many of us, so we'll need to prepare as many traps as possible.
Let's talk about the workshop.
Vale, pues el taller.
Been wanting to fix that breach in the wall, but we'll need the same tools to clear the rubble from the armory.
Rubble?
Haven't you heard? Roof caved in a couple of years back. There's some excellent swords in there. Swords we could use.
Mejores que las que tenemos.
Filling in the breach seems just as important. They come through there, the siege will be over awfully quick.
Yo creo que la brecha.
Fixing the breach in the wall's a priority.
We won't have time to do much else.
Todo en contra de lo que quiere ver se mire.
Everything settled?
Vamos a la hora.
Yes, settled. We don't have much time, so let's get to work.
Let's sum up. Yennefer will create a magic barrier to repel the main assault. That should push the opposing force into the woods, where Lambert and Geralt will be waiting.
Exacto.
They'll use Dimeridium to close the Navigator's portals, stop as many warriors as possible from entering the fortress. Triss will be waiting for their signal, then give the riders hell. All others will repel any foes who make it inside the fortress walls.
If anything goes wrong, we abandon the outer courtyard, pull back to the keep.
Pues vamos a defender todo esto.
Remember, Aridin can't get his hands on Ciri. That's most important. Let's look at the map of the fortress, figure out the details. Can't help feeling we've overlooked something important.
Don't think about it.
¿Qué tal van los preparativos, amigo?
What's ready?
Haven't had much time to prepare, so not much, honestly.
I'm exposing you all to danger, unnecessarily.
Bueno.
You worry too much. Wipe that frown off your
Está
face.
todo majo, es rarísimo, con lo cabrón que es.
Thanks for everything.
I'll saddle the horses. Come once you're ready to head into the woods.
Vale. Perfecto. No creo que haya subido de nivel. Pero aquí lo vamos a dejar. Ya mañana sí que creo que puedo. Acabaré con este asalto. Y por ahora aquí lo dejamos. Con Ciri. Con todos preparados para la defensa. Así que nada. Gracias a todos los que hayáis estado en el stream. Espero que os hayáis divertido con Geralt. Y nos vemos pues mañana. Hasta mañana. Adiós.